the same. I like try and time it up in every, as long as I actually do have anyone watching live. If not, then nah. But hey. Uh-oh. Oh. Let me fix this problem. Okay. That was annoying, but here we are. Sorry about that. So, I got disconnected there. I fixed the problem, though. It's all good. We're good now. What was I gonna say? Oh, right. So, I had another false copyright claim from Yam112003. So, yeah, we're not gonna be watching cutscenes from now on, which sucks. But instead, if there is anyone watching live, I'll try and line things up if I can. Try and make things so that they work at the same time. I don't exactly know how to properly say this. More like, because I'm going to be tabbing out to watch the cutscenes on my own. Obviously, once they start, I'm going to immediately skip them so that I don't get the claim again. And what I'm going to try and do is at least calibrate it with whoever's watching, if anyone is watching. Other than that, let me think. I think that's it, though. So let's continue on. Alright, where's my controller at? There. Yeah. Shouldn't be too bad. Now let's continue where we left off. Okay. Well. Yeah, also, I've decided I don't really want to even try a perfect run. This is just a streaming run. I don't... Whoa, what? Oh, maybe. Yup. It's gone. She really is gone. It's almost like there's never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence has disappeared without a trace. It's just like he said. After the class trial, before we took the elevator back up, Monokuma told us.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses.
What are you gonna do?
It's okay. No need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces is thanks enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did it. It's a bad joke, a sickening dream, but I have to accept the reality of it. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like you said? I imagine that would be pretty hard to sleep. I imagine it would be pretty hard to sleep with a rotting corpse in your bathroom.
Hey, come on!
Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. It's like the whole thing never happened.
I see.
It must be tough staying there. Knowing what happened, why don't you stay in Sayaka's room? Well, staying there, with her scent still hanging in the air, that would hurt just as much. Plus, I've decided that I can't turn away from her death. Makoto? Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
you got it!
So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track. Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better?
Huh?
Huh? We were already working together, and yet someone was murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that that's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place. Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do anything like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together, fighting a common enemy, like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with this?
The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're providing our every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed.
Honestly.
Everything has been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
So then...
Then, what are we supposed to do? Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
What?
No what?
I can't take it.
I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves. But...
So,
if we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it would seem.
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist.
What the fuck, dude? Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, and not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We have no choice but to vote. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Sorry about that. Instead, direct it at the mastermind. Ding dong, bing bong. Alright.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m.
I'm glad that at least these are voiced. Like that I don't have to do Monokuma's voice for these.
As such, it is officially nighttime.
Right.
Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you. That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide.
It's... basically he's gonna say whatever he can to make them feel
Now
bad.
pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear. So be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet
And he's
dreams,
gonna do whatever
everyone.
he can to
Good
make...
night. Sleep tight. Don't let
Right.
the bed bugs bite.
But he's gonna do whatever he can to try and remove any of that stability and basically leave it as nothing. What was that just now? Was he saying that's our fault what happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with me.
That piece of shit. Who does he think he is? And so the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates. Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Boy's life of despair. Okay. I woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do this to us this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he began it.
Okay, lift your arms up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4!
Of course he's doing it.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
That's kind of creepy. Not gonna lie. Well, more than just kind of.
Ah, doesn't this just feel great? Being stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy.
You're the one keeping us stuck inside.
Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Whoa, I sound pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for?
So, why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't just to make us exercise.
Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise? If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the assassin's fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness, the power can be yours.
Is this basically just Fist of the North Star reference right now? I assume so, but I'm not sure. Also, Fist of the North Star is an amazing manga. I highly recommend, if you have not read it, to try it. It is very good.
That sounds like the kind of junk a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't really matter. Let's just get to the point. Did you really call us...
Oh, sorry. That doesn't really matter. Let's just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Hey,
Of course not. You think I have that kind of free time on my hands?
Okay, so then...
I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
What the heck?
A whole new world?
you guys!
It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated.
Very
Wow,
nice.
jeez.
So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode.
With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than when he'd shown up. But a new world.
Could it be?
Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I wonder about that.
That seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know till we look.
Hey!
Whatever he meant. It seems we'll have to search the school one more time.
You hear me?
Okay then, let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up at the dining hall and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony, you know that?
Got it!
We're like a staple food source. Now let's get moving. Seeing his words as their signal, everyone scattered and left the gym. I wonder if he'll kill someone. Like, I doubt it because the moral compass thing, but still, like... I almost feel like maybe. Also, I'm not really going to look for monocoins in this one. Like, not anymore. Since we get so much more just for the class trials, it feels worthless. Leave the area? Yes. Give me 1 second. That's not right. What? Ah, there. Fucking free. Right. Sorry about that. Alright, let's talk to him.
What the heck?
Hey Makoto, did you see what's inside the display case? Bad. This is super bad, man. What are you talking about? I didn't notice anything all that weird in there. Sure, to the untrained eye it's nothing.
But this is awful. A bad, awful, terrible trap.
You're serious.
That stuff you see lined up there. Any god could come by and use it to send a message.
Huh?
I've been struck with knowledge. It's an ill omen of total devastation and ruin.
Let me
out of here. Let me out.
I have no idea what he's talking about, so maybe I'll just leave him alone. It's just normal, right? Inside the display cases are trophies and other items. Winning championships and stuff probably came naturally to anyone going to school here. Alright. Well, nothing else looks out of the ordinary, so leave the area. My nose is a little bit stuffed, as you can tell. Which, yeah, that's not very charming. But, hey, it's not like I have much of a choice in the matter right now. Allergy season and all. Ah, this guy. Let's see if he has anything.
Yo.
I wouldn't check the middle hatch in the main hall just to be sure, but
Shit.
just like I figured, hasn't moved an inch. Shit.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if he made things that easy for us.
Hey, damn it.
Hey.
What?
Don't make that face. You look like a pussy. You want me to put some fighting spirit in ya? Well, do ya?
No thanks. I think you've got enough for now.
Yo.
Well, okay. I'm gonna look for another way out then.
Okay. Maybe spare hotel.
Yeah?
I should go, look around the school first. I need to find out what Monokuma meant by a new world. Wait, maybe the stairs? I didn't notice them when I went out of the gym, but I was kind of thinking, new world. Does he mean like, oh yeah, look at that. Oh, do you have anything to say?
Got it.
Makoto, look! The gate blocking the stairs is gone! It would seem the path to the second floor is opened up! But it's also of utmost importance we double check the areas we all know about, just in case.
Without a doubt.
Aren't I so clever to think of that? I really impress myself sometimes.
You understand?
Well, I'll leave the school up to you.
Alright. The gate was blocked. Oh wait, blocked. Oh fuck. That was an accident. Let me fix that. System. Transcript. Right. The gate was blocking this. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Is this what Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here? Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. Yeah. Right. So... This is a pool, right? It is! Amazing.
Just a second.
Oh, Makoto! Hey, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool! There's a pool here! A pool! Pool, pool, pool! Of course she's happy being the pool expert. You don't have to keep repeating it. I got it. And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out. Yeah, you're right about that. Nina seems more excited than usual. Is that a real gun? It's not like we're at war here. Why would they need something like that here? The way that it's pointed seems telling. Anyway. Let's talk to you. The second floor has opened up, the second floor has opened up. The living area has grown, and a number of facilities are now available. Whatever else is going on, I must admit, things have become much more comfortable for us.
Do you
If things
understand?
continue like this, the occasional class trial may not be so bad. Sure. Hey Chihiro, have you checked out the pool yet? No, I don't like wearing swimsuits. Yeah, you do seem like the type who might not be into that kind of thing. But still, it sounds like they're, like the locker room here, have all the exercise equipment you could ask for. Maybe I'll give it a try. I'd kind of like to get a little stronger. If you want to get stronger, I have to say that's kind of unexpected.
Yeah.
But I'm not even brave enough to set foot into the locker room. Huh?
You don't even want to go into the locker room? It's not that. I don't want to, it's just... I don't get it. Is she afraid of locker rooms or something? That's a pretty weird phobia, though. Let's see if she has anything else. The locker rooms connect to a pool, and it looks super nice and big and fantastic to swim in. I'm beyond excited right now. I can't wait to dive in. In fact, I'm getting kind of mad thinking about it.
Why are you getting mad? Can't you just go in? Behind this door is the locker room.
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess you need your handbook to get into the locker rooms.
Really?
Of course.
Really? If you wanna unlock the locker room, you'll have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boy's handbook can open the boys' locker room, and the same goes for the girls. And that's the bottom line. But if someone opens the door and then someone else sneaks in, anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for their scandalous sexual depravity. See, there's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right? And it'll be all durka 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 durka.
Just a second.
I bet it'd really hurt to get shot by that thing. Oh no, I think it'd be a little worse than that. But what happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? Boy could borrow a girl's handbook and that would get them into the girl's locker room, would it not? But that never even occurred to me. To think someone could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay, then how's this sound? Time for a new rule. As of this moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly forbidden. There. So now nobody can give their handbook to anyone else, right? You, like that, I'm kind of a genius, right? It's because my brain is 100% cotton.
Honestly.
I do not imagine anyone would have linked their handbook out in the first place.
Is that okay?
After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook.
So,
But, you know, you seem awfully concerned with all this locker room security stuff.
Of course.
It's because you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're all at that age, you try humping a plastic bottle. So, to keep anything unseemly from happening, I have to maintain a rigorous watch. Then in that case, I would ask you to keep the same close eye on our dorms. If some man and some woman decided to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them. All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself. I don't care what happens in your own private dorms, but by force or by cunning, do whatever you want.
just the worst.
I hate you so much.
See ya later.
Okay, so the new regulation is now in place. See ya! Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll take a dip to cheer myself
You
up.
got it.
Celeste, Chiho, you wanna come with me?
As for me,
There is nothing I hate more than getting water on my face.
I'm
Sorry, I'll pass this time. How come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it.
Pretty sure that only applies to you. I'll be back in a good second. I'm gonna get some Kleenexes and try blowing my nose. Well, that helped marginally. Anyway, my nose is still kind of stuffed. I guess this is what I get for living in an area that's got a lot of pollen, but whatever. Alright, so, let's go. Hey, it'll actually let us go here. What the flip? Now this is an interesting poster. Obviously someone put this in the school, but Is it really okay to have something like this here? I mean... Wait. Is it... I mean... Right. Whatever. That's a little... I'm not sure how I feel about that one. Anyway, let's... Is this gonna take me to the pool? Because I'm curious to check this out. Yeah, well. Cool. Interesting. Actually, that makes me wonder if Hope's Peak always had that Monokuma thing on it, or not. Oh boy. Actually, come to think of it, fire hazards. A fire could start in here and kill literally everyone, couldn't it? I feel like that's maybe a thing. I'm not sure, but it feels like it could be. Wait, what? Wait, are you observing at the lifeguard stations when you do this? I'm confused, but maybe. Regardless, let's just check this. Alright. Let's just... Okay, so there's really nothing here. I guess that's... whatever. Alright. I assume that's just gonna, yeah, send us here. And then we leave. Okay. Lockers. Well, I would expect to see well, I would expect to see that at any normal pool. Oh! That wasn't even intentional. Give me a second. I'm getting a call on Discord. Give me a second, I want to see if there's a reply. Okay. Alright, well, I think that's it for the pool then. So let's leave. I have a feeling that, Allie, is gonna be there a lot. Ugh. I might be getting sick. Ah, well. It's fine. Anyway, there's this. Oh, okay. There's a classroom. What else? Obviously the library here. But I'm curious. Oh, it's just another classroom over there, so let's check out the library then. And then we'll check out the living spaces like they said. Wonder... Oh, there are people here. Alright, let's see what you have to say. You must be pretty happy to have all these books around. Huh, Toko? Not particularly. Nothing's caught my attention so far. Indeed. There's a plethora of books it's true, but the content seems lacking.
Nothing!
Where's the comic books? Where's the young adult section? Comic books, young adult, that stuff's a waste of time. I've seen you write, what you write, Miss Fukawa. Talented as you are, your stuff isn't any more worthwhile. Give me a second. It feels like there's actually something stuck in my throat. It's not a pleasant feeling at all. Right. My stories are filled with true love and pure feelings. Don't compare me to that garbage of yours. Your writing doesn't even mean anything. It's just a bunch of jumbled up letters. Someone should just burn it all. Oh, the lady doc protests too much, methinks. I bet you're secretly into boy-on-boy action. Boy-on-boy? I don't care if it's anime or comics or fanfic or whatever. It's all filth. Throwaway culture that'll be trashed and forgotten in half a decade. Just talking about it makes me sick to my stomach. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. You've insulted me! You've insulted my honor! These two are really starting to freak me out. I've never seen anything like it. And I don't really know about that throwaway culture thing. Since as much as she likes to claim it, and while it is somewhat true, I feel like it's... Oh, for a second I thought that said Leon on that there. But the thing about it is I don't think that's really fully the case. Since, how do I properly convey? Like, okay, think about it this way. If you look at, like, what books and stuff have actually been saved and, like, aren't thrown away within, like, a half a decade or a decade and a half or whatever, it's not really that many, to be perfectly honest. And I personally kind of don't like classical literature. I think it's really arrogant and stuffy most of the time. Like, especially something like The Great Gatsby, I don't like it at all. I was just kind of curious why you can look up that much when I was doing that. But yeah, I think it's really pretentious. Specifically, The Great Gatsby is really pretentious. There's other stuff like Of Mice and Men, which I think is kind of a boring story, because, like, and this is the American curriculum for literacy and, like, all these English classes and stuff. For the most part, none of it matters anymore. For the most part, none of it actually applies to the modern day. Since Of Mice and Men, that was likely put on the curriculum, like, in a time when the Great Depression was still in living memory. Nowadays, it's not really all that interesting, and it's becoming more and more out of date. The Great Gatsby, to me, I'm just reading a fucking novel about a bunch of rich assholes who basically didn't care about anyone else but themselves. Even the fucking main character, who was made to not be the rich asshole. Because, like, the thing about the Great Gatsby is basically, oh hey, look at all these rich assholes being rich assholes from somebody who's supposedly not a rich asshole. But, I mean, nowadays everyone sees him as that. And it's also that it's just such a big disconnection. There's so many layers to it that it's just, oh great, I wanted to check that letter. Yeah, The Great Gatsby, I don't like it either. And, like, I've never read Catcher in the Rye. I don't read very many classics, because not very many of them are all that good. There are exceptions, though. The Odyssey, I think it's still great, because it's more... like, it's more than just trying to be like what the modern classics are. Like, if you look at The Great Gatsby or Of Mice and Men, they aren't just trying to tell a good story, more or less. And their morals are more based on their time. At least I would say so. Because with The Great Gatsby, its morals are based on, oh yeah, basically these guys are assholes who just spend and use people, and that's like the product of these times, and etc, etc. While that can be applied to now, it I almost feel goes beyond that. It becomes a bit too much. Of Mice and Men very much is just its own part in the Great Depression. And nowadays, people don't relate to it almost nearly as much, because no one they know has ever, like, lived through the Great Depression almost. Like, there's very few people still alive who went through the Great Depression. So not very many people can relate to it or even really understand what it's about. It just doesn't quite have the same impact it used to when it was originally put on the curriculum. And I feel like it doesn't really mean too much. There was another example I was going to say, but I've forgotten. To Kill a Mockingbird. To Kill a Mockingbird is different, though. That's something that still fits. That's about justice. That's a story about justice. While there is, like, those elements of race and stuff, even during its time, it wasn't about, like, when it was related. While it still relates to the civil rights movements going on at then, like at the time it was written, it still is very much on justice and how, like, justice should be. It's not so much about, how do I put it, the civil rights, though those are, like, very much a part of the book. Another great example, I just had it too. Oh, The Cauldron. Or, is it The Cauldron? No, not The Cauldron. It's, what was it called? It's like this, it was a play. It was about, the Salem witch trials. I'm trying to remember. Basically, it meant test, like the actual name of the play. But that was also written during the Red Scare.
and like how people continually were being blamed for stuff, and like they would just immediately, it was basically a witch trial, like straight up it was a witch trial. And the author, who had been someone targeted by it, like still went on about it. And while that is the main message about that message isn't something that's just gonna disappear over time. And it fits better because, like the same witch trials, while it's still disconnected, it's not written from someone of the times. And I think that actually helps a story's longevity. The only exception would be something like the Odyssey, where that has its longevity due to the fact that it was a piece of mythology, and is very much like this great piece of mythology. What else was I saying? Because there was, I was talking about, oh yeah. Oh, Crucible, that's what it was called. It was called The Crucible. But yeah, that was put in the same witch trials. It wasn't directly from a person of the times like the Great Gatsby was, and I believe of Mice and Men is, as well. Right. And then there's the other two classics I personally feel are classics that people will likely never forget, which are Dune and Lord of the Rings, for how they define their genre. And the other kind of classic that's coming on is H.P. Lovecraft's work, who he's personally someone who I feel like might become a classic, but he would be one of the ones where I feel fits in the same place of Mice and Men and what was it called? And The Great Gatsby, where his stuff won't last forever, maybe. Well, no, because his is genre-defining as well, but it'll always be slightly at that point of, well, Lovecraft's a pretentious asshole, so, you know, and a racist. So there's all that as well. But yeah, there's Frank Herbert's Dune, that I believe will last so long, at least it should, because it's so good and deserves to last as a novel. And the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Maybe The Hobbit as well, and the Silmarillion, I don't know, but at the very least Lord of the Rings, because of how genre-defining it is. Literally where orcs come from. Anyway, let's read this. The shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? Hope's Peak Academy.
Indeed.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside? But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
Is that right?
What we shouldn't do is leave here without finding out what's inside. Okay. I broke the seal on the dusty envelope and pulled out a single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was written there. From the Hope's Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we have been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history as an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major job field. However, Hope's Peak Academy must lower the curtain on its glorious history for the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. Make no mistake, this is not the end of Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally and sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official government authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed. It would seem Hope's Peak stopped functioning as a school. And judging by the amount of dust this letter has collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old. So you're saying Hope's Peak closed down at least a year ago? Most likely. The mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But that would mean it closed when I got here just a few days ago. It was closed when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been in all the newspapers and stuff? I mean, you're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? But before I got here, I looked stuff up online about the school and never saw anything about
So,
this.
in other words,
That must have all been part of the Mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who could create a place to judge and execute people could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real.
However,
If it is real, though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there are no other students here could be because the school is already closed down. That would be a nice, simple solution. It's true. But then, what about this other part? The decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope Speak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. What did they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now? The two events are in fact connected. Uncovering that connection could be a useful clue, on top of figuring out the Mastermind's motive. Although I can't say any more until we find more details. So in other words, only the Mastermind knows the truth right now. The Mastermind's motive. If we can figure out why they want to imprison us all here, will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... yeah. Right, what was the other room here? Oh, archive. Interesting. Alright. Let's check out the archive. What's behind this door? Some kind of archive. All I saw in there was stacks of old books and files. I can't imagine what business you have in there. It's true, I don't really have any reason to check it out. Alright. Looks like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old, and it's all covered in dust.
so
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. If it's broken, there's nothing I can really do about it. Again, Monokuma's symbol, or well, his eye thing is on the crest of the school. I don't know, maybe that's designed to be that way, so that, like, maybe Monokuma was designed to be like that? I don't know. Anyway, now I have a pretty good idea what's on the second floor. But I don't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or anything. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Okay, I'd better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible.
listen to me!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how'd it go? Did anyone discover anything, any interesting new...
yes, indeed.
Let's try that again, because I messed up way too bad. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how'd it go? Did anyone discover any interesting new anything? Wow, okay, so I wasn't wrong there. There's a library.
Okay.
And a pool, a freaking pool, and locker rooms filled with exercise equipment.
Well, there was not, however, anything resembling an escape route. Yeah, she's right.
I see!
Well, hey, there's no reason to get all sulky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery.
Quiet down and
The
listen!
warehouse and bathhouse on the first floor of the dorms are now open.
You hear me?
And the warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, and whatever you want. There's so much, it's insane. So go ahead and stuff yourselves to the gills whenever you feel like.
Are you okay with this?
Keep in mind, of course, that going out at nighttime is still prohibited. Please do not forget.
Yo,
Okay, and what about a fucking way out of here? You find anything like that? Oh, well,
what?
there wasn't
What?
anything in the warehouse we could use to get our asses out of here? Nothing? Unfortunately, no. Not that I saw.
Hey, come on.
Fucking people.
What?
Who gives a shit if we have a goddamn pool now?
or a warehouse, or whatever the fuck.
fucking
We're still
around.
trapped in this place, and this piece of what? We're still trapped in this piece of shit school. We need to find a goddamn way out. Give me a second. Sorry about that. Anyway.
Now, there's no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaptation is the key, yes? For now, we must each find a way to enjoy our current situation.
You piece of...
Whatever you say, you fucking loon.
For now, let's just continue our investigation and let everyone...
know if you should discover something.
So then,
So, are we done for today?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
The air seemed to suddenly grow heavy again. Was this the mastermind's plan? To give us hope, just to turn around and betray that hope? Perhaps.
Ding dong, bing bong!
Alright.
This isn't as such. It's soon the doors to the dining hall will... Okay
Alright.
then. Sweet dr-
Nothing new then. We all promised not to leave our rooms during nighttime. There's not much else to do. I guess I'll have to go. I'll just go to bed.
Monokuma Theater!
Mr. Monokuma! Mr. Monokuma! Do you have a second? I don't really like myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby I can say I'm super good at. And my grades are totally average too. My reflexes are okay, not great, not awful. I could get into a decent college where I'd make a few friends, maybe even find a normal girlfriend, which is exactly why I don't know who I am. I understand that now. My life is just one great copy-paste. I don't even have any imagination. I'm perfectly average. I'm a perfectly average
you
cardboard
see what
cutout.
I mean,
See
right,
what I
Mr.
mean?
Monokuma?
Yeah. Wait. Is Makoto Monokuma?
I don't know, but I now wonder.
Probably not, but
Good morning,
Maybe.
everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine.
I don't know if it's just me, but every time he says, "Good morning, everyone," I think of Kiryu Koko's "Good morning, motherfuckers." I don't know why, but I do, and it's kind of funny.
Get ready to greet
Hey,
another
my nose is kind of clearing up a little, or my
beautiful
sinuses
day.
are kind of clearing up a little bit.
Oh, that's right. I wanted to let you know that your e-handbooks have been up. New regulations have been added, so please take a look and enjoy your school life more than ever before.
The new rule has been added to the regulations menu. Must be referring to yesterday. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly forbidden. But right now, I need to hurry up and head to breakfast. Alright, let's go.
To the dining hall!
Alright. Let's see. Heyo, what's up, boys and girls?
Hey, Makoto.
Oh, she's chipper. Good morning. Is everyone here already?
Yo, yo, yo!
Nope, still waiting on Byaku and Taka. Byakuya and Taka. Byaku is no surprise, but it's strange. Taka's not here yet.
Knowing Taka, I imagine he is trying to get King of Tardiness up and out of bed.
I'm sure they'll be here soon enough. Just be patient.
Let's see.
I don't mind waiting for them, but there is one problem.
Which is?
I'm thirsty.
Hey, come on.
What the hell is that a problem?
Fumi, would you make me some tea?
Huh?
Milk tea, if you please.
Well,
Why me?
let's see.
Your roundish figure reminds me of the owner of the coffee shop I used to frequent.
That's your reason?
This is fine.
I can feel my throat crying out. Quickly, please.
Okay.
Apparently unable to refuse Celeste's order, Hifumi stroked his way into the kitchen. And a few minutes later,
Thank you for waiting. Thank you for waiting.
Hifumi reappeared with a tray in hand, the gentle aroma growing stronger as he approached.
Finally. Could you make some for the rest of us, you know?
There's no way to think
I
about this in a
emphatically
common
decline.
sense kind of way.
You're not my type at all. It's all about the law of casualty, basic instinct, act and react.
But like, Celeste apparently isn't your type either, considering you're only into 2D, right?
Well then, if you don't mind.
Well, to be fair, everyone here is 2D, but whatever. A small smile played across her lips as she held the teacup delicately in her hand.
Wait.
She cocked her head to the side and threw the cup as hard as she could against the at the wall.
What the? Hey! What are you doing? My little white rabbit! I hate this kind of tea. I don't understand.
Yes, indeed.
Imagine we are at the coffee shop. Just a normal, everyday cafe. I sit down and I order some tea. Then they ask me, would you like lemon or milk? Now further imagine that I replied, ah yes, I like milk tea please. In this case, along with my tea, you may bring me a small container of milk, yes? But this is not for me. I am among those who prefer the milk to be part of the process from the outset. The fragrance is just so overwhelmingly sweet that way. Adding milk or lemon right before you drink is like dousing your fries in ketchup, mere condiments. Whenever looking for a cafe, I first review their menu to see if it offers the proper style of milk tea. I cannot acknowledge any milk tea that does not add milk during the brewing process. If I had to describe our shared reaction to what we just heard, I'd have to go with wide-eyed bewilderment. I'd have to say that she's entitled.
I went through all that trouble to make that tea, and you wanted me to go even farther?
Yes, I realize it can be a bit of a hassle. Even in cafes that offer proper milk tea, it is always more expensive than simple tea with milk. It makes more time to prepare, surely, but why even bother creating a menu if you're not going to offer the highest level of quality?
Well, we don't actually have a menu.
That does not matter.
Whoa! What the fuck? I was not expecting her to curse.
That does not matter. Hurry up and bring me what I asked for, swine.
What?
Okay, you little piggy.
Okay, your little piggy will bring it out, right out.
I do so love cohesion. You were like a totally different person just now.
Ah, shit. You really went psycho there. I knew there was more to her when I first met her. I'd hate to have her as an enemy. Seriously, man. She's one scary chick. The dining hall doors flew open, and one of the late arrivals came storming in. But... Bad news, everyone. There's a mystery afoot. Huh? What happened? It would seem Byakuya refuses to leave his room. I stood there pressing his doorbell over and over, and he never showed himself. Maybe he just wasn't there.
Maybe.
I'd like to think so, but I'm worried something might have happened to him. What he meant by that. He didn't have to say anything else. Everyone understood exactly what he meant. It might be a good idea if we all split up and go look for him.
Listen to me!
I was just about to suggest the same thing.
What's your problem?
Stop trying to one-up everyone.
Okay then, I'll check his room one more time. I'm just gonna keep on hammering that button until I get a response.
Well then.
Very well. And the rest of us can go check the rest of the building. Yeah, before that's, too late. Anyway, We have to just do our best to find Byakuya. So what might Byakuya have done? Maybe he went to go check out the second floor of the school again? Maybe. I wonder if it'll tell us where he is. I forget which one he is, honestly. Let's see. Him. Okay, yep. Makes sense, checks out, yep. Yeah, I couldn't remember, because he's boring and uninteresting as fuck. Okay. Also, did they say that this area will look better or something? It looks the same though, so I guess that's not the case. Still, what's this? Speak Academy. Right. Let's go. Let's go to the second floor. Right. What was his ultimate again? It's like Ultimate Inheritor or something. It's like some really bullshit thing. Ultimate Affluent Progeny. What a bullshit, like, ultimate thing. Like, he's useless, basically. Rescue?
Hey,
So you thought to come here too? Huh?
so...
If you think about what Byakuya was so interested in yesterday, you could probably guess where he is right now. Right now, right? Huh? What Byakuya was interested in? Oh, maybe the archive? When I opened the door to the library and looked inside, I cried out in sudden surprise. Byakuya? Byakuya? Of all things I'd imagined, this most definitely wasn't one of them.
What are you doing?
I'm fishing. What does it look like I'm doing? I'm trying to read, so if you could be quiet.
Oh, sorry. Wait, no! What are you doing here? Everyone's super worried. We've all been looking for you.
I need to look up Makoto's actor at some point.
Who asked you to do that?
He sounds super familiar to me.
Because we're all supposed to meet up in the morning and eat together. We made a promise.
I'm sure he's a shonen protagonist, or maybe. I'm not sure, but his voice actor has the voice of a shonen protagonist.
A promise? Can't I get a second's peace and quiet around here?
No. Byakuya snapped his book shut and slowly stood up, smooth and silent as a shadow. Meanwhile, the others must have heard me yell and started showing up one after another.
Yo!
Byakuya! So this is where you've been hiding. Heck, what are you doing here, man? You were very concerned. Well, I had no reason to... you had no reason to be. I was just reading. I've never read such a coarse novel before, but it might just provide some use... but it might just prove useful at some point.
Well...
What were you reading? A mystery novel.
Well...
Well, wait. So you're gonna use what you're learning in there to betray us? Don't be stupid. Yeah. It's just something to keep in mind. What?
Naturally.
If I decide to fight, of course I'll come up with something original. Otherwise this game of ours will be totally boring, right? It's not often you get to take part in such a high-stakes, high-tension activity. So if you're going to do it, you have to make sure it's entertaining. Aren't mystery novels like really high society stuff anyway? Maybe I'm wrong on that. Because the thing I'm thinking of is like Sherlock Holmes and stuff. Actually, that might be different in Japan, but that's like, I don't know, maybe not. I'm not sure. Whatever. His words seemed to chill down my spine. There was an undeniable smile on his face as he spoke. He looked like he was actually enjoying himself. Enjoying this deranged killing game.
Damn you!
What the fuck you mean by game? That's fucked up. But it is a game. is a game of life or death which have only one winner. That's all there is to it. No, there could be more than one winner. He is right. It is a zero-sum game. Huh?
Are you okay with this?
There is a part of game theory, a mathematical model. In game theory, what we are going through now is called a zero-sum game. In this type of game, in order for one person to gain something, another must necessarily lose something. In other words, it is a situation in which participants must compete for position or resources.
I see.
I mean, like a kind of elimination match.
Actually,
Exams, sports tournaments, job openings, most social interactions fall into this category. One must scramble to obtain something which is limited. For you to succeed, someone else must fail. It also applies to the school life we have been subjected to here in this case.
is that okay?
Our limited resource is that only one of us can successfully become the black.
So, in other words,
So this game was designed from the beginning. So this game was designed from the beginning to force one of us to try and defeat all the others. That can't be why they had. That can't be what they had in mind. This is why adaptation is so critical. If those who want to escape were to disappear, there would be no reason to continue playing the game.
what?
But why would I want to stop playing? It's so much fun. He smiled again as he spoke. The smile was filled with evil intent. It twisted his face into something not human. It sounds as if you do not acknowledge even the possibility that you may lose, am I right?
Naturally.
Of course. You do not speak like the others, exactly what I would expect from the Tagami heir apparent. He's still gonna die though. It's just normal arrogance, isn't it?
Just a second.
You talk like that, but what if you end up dead?
Not possible.
I won't. It's simply not possible.
You son of a
Who the
bitch!
fuck do you think you are? You know, I still just can't believe it.
What?
Believe what? That an uneducated, brain-dead, useless piece of garbage like you has survived this long.
Piece of shit!
I'm gonna fucking kill you. Also, I can, because he's stronger than you.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Like I said, I want to die. You keep saying that, but do not bother arguing with him. For him, the concept of losing simply does not exist. He is the ultimate affluent progeny, after all. A boy raised to succeed from the day he was born. He considers victory his destiny. He has lived his life accordingly. Tests and challenges are merely ways for him to stand victorious, even if it is a life and death situation. Is that not so, Byakuya? At least one of you seems to understand.
Isn't it wonderful?
Is it because I'm the same as you? Games are meant to be won?
That's enough.
Are you trying to suggest we're on the same level? Close that vulgar mouth of yours. Well, I do apologize. Anyway, well, I do apologize. Well, let me just say this to all of you. You all need to try harder. If an opponent isn't going to give it their best, where's the fun?
No,
That's a terrible way to look at it.
What?
it's because...
It isn't a game. It's our lives on the line, you know. To kill your own friends is
It's horrific.
It's horrific. Oh, yeah. Friends? Who decided that?
Huh?
I mean, it's still a person's life. Oh, fuck it. He doesn't care. We're not friends. Not quite the opposite. No, quite the opposite. We're in competition. We're enemies.
But...
What?
But what? Stop trying to force your contradictions on me. Just accept that I'm telling you.
Come on.
Yes, if you have something to say, say it. Otherwise, keep your mouth closed.
I'm sorry.
Stop fucking around!
Hey, shithead! You get off on bullying people that can't fight back? You want to try that on me? So you're back to pretending to be friends, huh? And how long do you think that's going to last?
Piece of shit!
Fuck you!
What?
Is that all you can say? It's unfortunate that you would waste your breath on such empty
You
gibberish.
son of a bitch!
That's it, you're fucking dead.
Just a second.
Hold on, just calm down.
Piece of shit!
I am calm.
Ah,
How is this calm? Anyway, I don't have any intention of working with the rest of you any longer. To cooperate during an elimination game is, well, frankly, it's a waste of time, and I hate wasting my time. Waste of time? Engaging in friendly group meals is out of the question. Someone could easily poison our food. I'd rather not become part of the Last Supper just yet.
Shit.
Quit talking like you're a fucking movie or something.
Goodbye.
All I'm saying is, ultimately, you are all free to do whatever you want on your own. Goodbye. Without a second glance back, Byakuya left. There wasn't anything we could do to keep him from going. This way of thinking was just beyond anything the rest of us could even comprehend. Was he serious about all that? He was without a doubt.
Don't fuck with me.
Well, fuck him then!
Maybe.
But what he said, he might not necessarily be wrong. I mean, can you say for sure someone won't poison your food? Hey, come on, you too, Kyo. Toko.
Anyway.
Well, it's not like anyone would care even if I was gone, right? Actually, I bet you want me gone. Oh, you think I'm disgusting. None of us think that.
I'm telling
You just want to think you don't like that. You know, some people like to play... I know some people like to play victim, but this is just totally out there. You think I don't know? But I do. You want me gone. And I'm sure the rest of you want the same thing, don't you? Hey, Toko, wait. Just let her go. Once she gets going like that, there's nothing you can say to bring her back. Oh, she can read people. Ultimately, our breakfast meeting came to an end without answering any questions. Everyone headed back to their rooms. Jeez, tired already. But I don't have any time to take even one day off. I need to get myself going. And that's where we're gonna call it today. Yeah. It's pretty good. Went pretty well, actually. Even my talk about like how I don't like classical literature, I think that went pretty well as well. But yeah, sadly no more cutscenes from now on, but hey, what can we do? But yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for joining if you did, or for watching the VOD. That's it from me. See ya.